Hi friends, it's Julia, and today I'm playing along with 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life round number 7. Today is number 7, and the sketch we're starting off with is one from October afternoon, and it was chosen by JQ Crafty as part of the November challenge winner on Christy's Beautiful Life Facebook group. So if you're interested in being able to choose one of these sketches, head over to the Facebook group called Christy's Beautiful Life. Anywho, so this one to me is a bit difficult because you have such a large title across there and one photo. To me, this feels like the focus is more on the title than on the photo, because it says love is, and then this, it feels like almost this is a maybe a pocket page card insert. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, y'all. But this was a hard sketch for me. So this is not one that I'm typically drawn to, so this is quite challenging. All of these strips down here at the bottom inspired me to choose a paper from the February 2020 Counterfeit Kit Challenge Kit that I had pulled in February 2020. Yes, last year. I pulled that kit in because I never got it used last year, and so in that collection I had a piece of pattern paper that made me think of this. So I thought, okay, that's where I will start. So here's what I did. I have no title. I have no idea what I'm thinking. I pulled in a few pieces of washi tape here in order to cover up part of this. I pulled in a photo. I pulled in a title block. Now this is nowhere near as big as that. There's an additional washi tape. The original washi tape, remember when it was just paper tape, and I think this was an old basic gray. Yeah, so you have paper tape with adhesive on the back that you have to peel off. So this is the piece of paper that I was thinking about. Originally the orientation was supposed to be like this, because the phrases in this paper are going in this direction. But I don't care about the phrases in the paper, and the inspiration had the stripes at the bottom, so that's what I've done. I will use my washi strips to disguise that to some degree, or the other pattern papers that I chose. I did go ahead and pull in this additional paper and this additional cardstock. I wasn't sure exactly which direction I'm going to go. Like I said, that title really throws me for a loop. And so whether I might try cutting out a very large title with my old dies with this paper, I don't know. We'll see as I go along. Like I said, this one's a tough one for me, so stick around and see what I come up with. I'll show you a close-up of the sketch, and then I will be back with what I've created in just a few seconds. Okay friends, I'm done with another layout number 7, and I told you this one was difficult for me, and I had a thought process when I was starting out, and then I went off the rails, if you will. So let me show you as far as paper product. I did use this washi tape, but I did not use this one. This one was a bit too wide, so I went with the smaller wood grain washi tape that I have. You can see it's probably the same size as this one. So those are the 3 washi tapes that I use there. And so those will just land right back in my stash to keep using on more layouts. This one I pulled in. It was the back side of this that had the script on it, and I just used that to frame a photo. And then these are the scraps that I didn't use. I didn't end up using that. That was the only thing I really had pulled out, and I didn't end up using it. Yeah, so there's where I am, and then this is what I created. Y'all, I have to tell you, these are stickers that I pulled in to use right here. And this I don't have down. Where is it? I wanted to show you guys. Can you see this? Trying to get it where it'll focus on that. But it says Julie 2004. Y'all, I made this for a swap back in 2004 when I was swapping a lot. On one of the, I think it was Yahoo groups that I was in. When I first started going online to groups to scrapbook along there. So yeah, That's been a long time ago, and I have held on to this. I have, this was a kit, if you will, to pull together for a layout. It came with a photo mat as well as the title block and then the embellishment squares that I created to make this layout. This was the photo mat here, and so I just tucked it under a bit, left a little bit out because I was going to journal right on there, and then I changed my mind and found this luggage tag to journal on. Yeah, but I love how this came together now. This makes me happy. I might move it down a little bit because, yeah, the difference in spacing. Let me do it while I'm talking to you. That's the only bothersome thing. You know, sometimes when you put these layouts together and then you look at them for a few minutes, it's like, oh, everything was laying there and it was all just fine like it was. And then I have to come along and mess everything up. And y'all know me. I'm not happy until I've torn the layout apart at least once. And I have to say, I had started with leaving the photo tilted like it was in the inspiration, and because I was feeling so overwhelmed with the sketch, I couldn't do it. I couldn't leave the photo at an angle, so I put it on just a horizontal, and it made me feel a lot better. Oh, we don't want to put that on upside down. I can't believe that this embellishment has lasted all these many years in my stash, but I have taken good care of it because I wanted it, at some point I wanted to use it on something. Those don't feel like they're straight, but I guess they kind of are. It just goes to show you that if you hold on to it long enough, if you really love it, that you will eventually find a spot to get it used on. And so that's how I felt with this one. Now, my buttons originally were not threaded. I did pull in some twine to get those threaded. And that was a Booger Bear because they had sticky dot adhesive on the background. And that was kind of a pain in the bum. But, I mean, it all worked out. I got it done. Originally, I had pulled out, y'all, this, I pulled out some quick cut dies. These are Abigail, and they're the big square dies. These are, God, 100 years old. Anyway, I had pulled those out and used those to cut out the word family. And I was going to put family across the top in this font. And then time, I was going to use just some adhesive letters that I had. And rather than that, I thought, oh, I found this as I was sorting through, and I thought that makes perfect sense. And you can see the size of these embellishments is a little bit bigger than this up here, so it would have given me, I was going to do family and then across the middle put time, but this worked out okay. I am happy with this, and I didn't have to add, because there was already buttons on the embellishments, it already felt finished in that regard, so I didn't feel the need to put any bling or anything else on there. And then down at the bottom you can see all the washi tape. I covered up all the scripts so you really can't see that. I used one of the craft borders that I have. Those are all close to my heart. I used that paper tape from Basic Gray. I used lots of paper strips. I used the washi tape here and here. So you can see I got a ton of stuff used on this layout without it feeling overwhelming and too busy. But anyway, this one is another one done and another one ready for the album. Anyway, guys, on to day number 8. And if you haven't been over to Christy's Beautiful Life Facebook group, you need to head over there and see all the inspiration that's coming in every day from people who are completing these challenges to see what they're coming up with. Today is a day that I wish I had that inspiration to go by from this sketch. This was so difficult for me. It is out of my wheelhouse completely, but I love how I was able to take this and come up with something that has me written all over it, but still sort of resembles the sketch. So it was my starting point in that it had one photo and it had all of these strips down here and it had a large title. So I have all the strips down here, I have one photo, and I have the large title at the top. So I feel like I got what I needed done. I wish I had been able to go to the Facebook group to find more inspiration to see what else other people had come up with. But anyway, if you haven't, go over there, and don't forget, if you create a layout and you post it anywhere, put the hashtag 30DSCBL7, so that those will, when we put that in the search bar, it will come up with whatever image wherever it's at. Anywho, guys, I appreciate you being here today, and I hope you will be back tomorrow for day 8, and I will see you then. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.